Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Kyle.
Aren't we supposed to be doing a test of the audio first?
I already checked it when you were doing other stuff in the other room.
Okay.
Sounds incredible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, just say your name.
Well, maybe we should start from the top.
Yeah, we'll edit all this part out. Hey guys, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Jess.
We thought this was the last episode.
Well, one of us thought it was the last episode. The other one knew it wasn't.
So we might as well just do a quick recap. What do you think of the series so far?
I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's really good.
Yeah, it might be my favorite Marvel property so far. Didn't like Vision as a character. I also didn't really like Wanda. Now they're my favorite characters.
Huh.
So we're about to watch episode 8, season 1. Alright, that was insane.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't see that coming.
2 divisions for the price of 1. Who did see that coming?
You did. You did call it just before it happened.
That, honestly, went from being probably my least favorite episode to my favorite.
Yeah, in a matter of 2 minutes.
When they were going to burn her at the stake at the beginning, I was thinking that, why don't they just burn her at the stake? What's happening? And then I clued in, witches don't burn.
Oh, right.
Remember the test they used to do at Salem? They would burn you, and if you died, you were not a witch.
Yes.
A few things were just mind-blowing is she didn't steal Vision.
Yes. Now I'm wondering, because Hayward had that footage of her breaking in.
Yeah.
Do you think he fabricated that?
1,000%.
What the fuck is his deal?
We saw his deal. He was trying to get her to bring the Vision back to life, and he used an item, the droid, that was inside of her dome, and it was able to bring her the Vision to life. So now we have 2 Visions. We have Vision's body, and we have Vision's soul. Now, let me ask you a question. Which one do you think is the real Vision?
Probably the one that's in Westview with Wanda.
Okay.
Because your body is just a vessel. That's not your soul.
What I was thinking was when she is looking at the body and she puts her hand over it, she says,
I can't feel you.
Which I feel is a dead giveaway that it's not Vision. Oh, for those of you who are a little confused, so what White Vision is in the comic books at one point, Vision dies. And they bring him back to life, but he's just back to square one. He has none of his personality, and he can't evolve into a person the way he's able to have personality in the movies, because he's more of just a robot. And I was actually worried they weren't going to bring White Vision in. So how they're obviously trying to bring every character from Infinity War back from the dead?
Yeah.
So I think what they're going to do is Vision, the spirit that Wanda created, and Vision the body are going to fuse.
Yeah, that could be a working theory.
You know what's really weird about the White Vision?
What's that?
It looks like, you haven't seen Bill and Ted Face the Music, but there's a robot in it, looks exactly like Vision. Do you have any questions? Because you did seem a little confused. At one point you thought that the Mind Stone was the Space Stone.
Yeah, please elaborate on that, because I was under the impression that the Blue Stone was always in the little Tesseract thing.
It isn't the Tesseract thing.
How did it change to the Yellow Stone?
That wasn't the Tesseract.
What the hell was it?
That was the staff Loki had to mind control people from the Avengers.
Okay, yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Right.
The Tesseract is a blue square from Captain America, the first Avenger.
Okay.
I see your confusion. Avengers in both the names. Also, the reason why it's blue too is that's a retcon. Initially, that wasn't supposed to be the Mind Stone. That was just a cool staff that Thanos gave Loki to fuck up shit.
Okay.
That's why they were able to explain Loki off as an anti-hero, because he does a lot of messed up, heinous stuff in the Avengers that you can't really come back from. He takes out a fucker's eye and all this wild shit.
Kills a whole bunch of people in one movie.
Oh no, but you see that's okay, because he was under the control of the Mind Stone.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually forgot that I knew she got her powers from, I always thought it was a Tesseract. It's super cool she got it from Vision.
I clearly was not following it as well as you were.
No, I thought it was a really good episode. One thing was an afterthought about it is we should have caught on sooner that Agatha was a villain, because I almost think that her appearance in Into the Spider-Verse was kind of like her audition for this.
She was in Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, she played Doc Ock.
Okay, but that's a different character completely. Isn't it the same voice actor, though?
That's what I'm trying to say. It's the same actress, and what I'm trying to say is even though they're different characters, they are and they're not. Essentially, they're a character who is, nice and mean.
If
you go back and watch Into the Spider-Verse, at first when you meet her, she plays it off like real sweet, and then she's menacing in a way where you're like, oh wow, I'm legit intimidated by this person.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. She does that really well too.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like Kevin Feige saw that and was like, okay, yeah, we gotta use this. We'll make her a character who seems good for like 6 episodes, and then can turn it off and be like an actual intimidating villain. One cool thing I noticed that I believe is like a retcon they're doing. There's no, from my understanding, like I don't know a lot about Scarlet Witch. I know way more about Vision from the comic books. But if you noticed, when she touched the Mind Stone, she saw a silhouette of herself in the Scarlet Witch costume from the comic books.
Yeah, I did notice that.
And at the end, Agatha told her that she's the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
So I think that she's going to put the uniform on for real, not just like the Halloween episode.
Maybe. Well, we'll have to see next week.
Yeah, I'm excited. We should definitely do another podcast about next week. We'll do the finale.
For sure. We probably should have started this with episode 1.
Oh yeah, for sure. I only wanted to record this because I thought this was the last episode, but it's not apparently. They showed, I use the term retcon a lot in this podcast, but they kind of did it throughout because the episode is her and Agatha are going through her memories, and when they do the Tony Stark, like we both called it, the Tony Stark
missile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of gave you the impression that the reason why it didn't go off wasn't that it was a dud, but it was because she had like witch powers and stopped it from going off.
Yeah, maybe she always had the powers and the Mind Stone just enhanced them more.
Yeah, I think that's the way they're going. But I kind of liked how like Wanda was like her own thing. Like she's like a chaos magician with a K, not a C, and she's a mutant. Do you think Pietro's a mutant? Because they mentioned that she's the first person to touch the Mind Stone, the first volunteer to touch the Mind Stone and survive, and Pedro also gets powers. So do you think like maybe he survived because he was also like a warlock, or do you think it's because he has like the M gene, mutant gene, X gene? I don't fucking know.
Maybe that's what it is, because I don't know a lot about it, but I know that sometimes to get the M gene, X gene, whatever it's called, to like activate itself, you have to put yourself under extreme stress.
Yeah, that's what they did with Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's what had happened. I don't know if it's anything like Wanda. It's obviously not, because their powers are so vastly different.
Did you like it? Where's it rank with the rest of the episodes for you?
It's probably my favorite one.
Okay.
Out of all of them. I really did enjoy learning a little bit more about like her history, even though it's all stuff we already know. It was still nice to see it.
Yeah, we also noticed that her hair was burgundy.
Yes, they had like dark brown, almost black hair originally, and then after she touches the Mind Stone, she has her auburn hair.
I wonder if that's obviously Pedro's hair turns white when he touches it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that man was the real father? Because in the comic books, it's Magneto. So do you think that like that was their stepfather, perhaps? Or do you think they're just not going to do the Magneto thing?
It's hard to say because they didn't have the rights to X-Men, but now they do. So yeah, maybe they're going to go back and backtrack it to like that was just their stepfather, a guy who like stepped up when mom was pregnant and was like, you know what, these are my kids.
Or you can make it like it's, yeah, totally, or you can make it like it's Pietro's. Are they twins?
Yeah, they're twins.
Oh, I always forget they're twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, real quick, now that you know that Wanda didn't bring Vision back from the dead, his corpse, she actually willed him to existence, do you think he's alive, and if so or if not, are her kids alive?
See, that's a tough one, because I don't know enough about the universe to really make like a good assumption on that. Like, they said that she can will things into existence.
And we saw her will, like, Vision into existence.
Yeah, so maybe.
I think her kids are not... If Vision's not real, I think her kids need, like, bodies. Like, I think they'll go away once Vision fuses with the body. Yeah,
and that's the thing. What was that, episode, like, 5 or 6, where Vision, like, comes out as a Hex?
Yeah, you think that it's his body going back to...
the pieces that they had it in. Maybe it's because he doesn't have like a real physical body outside of the world that Wanda's created.
Exactly, like the parts coming off of him. Like at first I thought maybe it's like, oh, it's because they were working on him. But at the same time, like he wasn't missing any fingers and then his finger was coming off, right?
Yeah.
The only other thought I could have is if they are going to keep the kids around, I feel like they're going to create like a Young Justice type idea. I'm starting to like get the impression, just because little things in Endgame, they aged up Ant-Man's daughter a lot, so now she's a teenager, right?
Yes. And they did have, what's his name? Harley?
Who's she?
The little boy that was helping Tony in, like, Iron Man.
I was gonna mention him.
But maybe they're trying to work on him being
the next Iron Man. He would be, like...
Iron Man?
If you think about it, like, it would be him. It wouldn't be Rhodey, because, like, he doesn't know the tech. Like, the kid, he's the next Iron Man. They have the Hawkeye series coming out with his daughter, and once again, Endgame. Endgame really sets up a lot. Like, the post-credit scene for Endgame initially was supposed to be Wanda taking Vision's body, but they cut it.
And why do you think they did that? So they could set up WandaVision better?
No, I think it was, like, to show that, like, the MCU Phase 3 or Phase 1, whatever it's called, is, like, done. Like, the Thanos, like, the Infinity Stone saga is now complete. There's no PSC.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I don't think they should have done it. It was stupid. Alright guys, we'll see you next week when we watch WandaVision series finale, from my understanding. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Once we get 1,000 subscribers, we can quit our terrible fucking jobs.